Hello, everyone. My name is Rene Perez, and today I'll be presenting my health education campaign titled Cuidando la Salud Mental, breaking down the mental health stigma among Hispanic and Latino youth. Um, so, this campaign pretty much just focuses on promoting mental health awareness and reducing stigma among Hispanic youth through culturally tailored education and outreach and materials. So pretty much my goal for this project is to highlight how culturally responsive materials can help close the mental health gap that affects Hispanic youths in our communities. So, so what's the problem? So Latino youth in the U.S. are experiencing some of the highest rates of depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts. Yet least um, they're among the least likely to receive care for their symptoms. So, according to the Office of Minority Health, only 36% of Hispanic youth seek support for mental health symptoms, compared to 51% of non Hispanic white youth. Um, there's another research that shows that Hispanic populations are less likely to receive proper treatment and often experience poorer outcomes because of language barriers, stigma, and other culturally adapted care. I'm sorry, lack of the care, and also suicide is the second highest leading cause of death among Hispanic youth ages 15 to 24. These numbers show how serious of a gap it is, and not only in access but in the cultural responsiveness of the mental health system. So, the purpose of this campaign, like I said, is to increase awareness, normalize conversations about mental health, and encourage help seeking behavior among Hispanic youth. So, pretty much, my short term goal is to increase the understanding of mental health and its concepts, and also to promote, open communication between the youth and their families. My long term goal pretty much is comes down to reducing the mental health stigma that exists within the Hispanic community and improve access um, to that care and the services through um, through providing culturally adaptive and linguistically appropriate information regarding mental health. So the campaign's message is simple, but yet powerful, I believe. Tu salud importa, which means that your mental health matters. So to reach our community, we'll use both in person and digital engagement. So pretty much that means we'll end up partnering with local schools, high schools, middle schools, elementary schools, um, churches, and other community centers. Um, in order to host workshops and host information sessions for Latino youth. These sessions will be available in both English and Spanish, so that way it's easily accessible for everyone. We will also be passing out bilingual flyers, on social media as well, um, to help spread the information about where to find mental health support. We'll also use just to spread information about where to find mental health support. So the platforms and where we'll make this happen will be social media sites such as Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, WhatsApp, um, just like the social media apps that the youth tend to use. Um, that way, we'll be able to share relatable content that challenges stigma and promotes helps seeking behavior among the Hispanic community in a way that's engaging and fun for young audiences. Um, so, for example, um, this is an example of a flyer that we could share. talking about a little bit about the services that we offer and how to gain access to that information via a QR code or by contacting the numbers or going to the location. All right. So this campaign involves a small but coordinated team. So there will be a campaign lead which oversees the project and the community partnerships. There will also be an outreach coordinator who manages community promotion, event logistics, and connections with local schools and other partnerships. And then there's also an education specialist who designs bilingual materials and leads workshops. So pretty much our project follows a three-phase structure. So pretty much phase one, I know it's kind of hard to see, but it's the planning and the designing of of the program, which takes place during the better half of October, leading on to phase two, the implementation of the program, which goes on from November on to early December, and then finally phase three will be the evaluation of our program, taking place in late December. So this timeline ensures the campaign runs smoothly and that the data collection happens after all of the outreach events that we hold. So here's a pretty much a simple breakdown of our estimated $3,600 $462 that we have for as a budget, funded through DHCS, Department of Healthcare Services. So educational materials like bilingual brochures and stuff like that cost about $200 combined. Stress relief kits and journals for youth participants total around $850. Media promotion such as social media like radio ads and stuff like that comes out to about $600. So like the workshops and obviously getting the professional, uh, obviously these make up the large part. So um, that will be around roughly around $1,750, which is justified by the value of culturally competent facilitation. So then, lastly, $162 covers the travel and mileage for outreach events across San Diego, San Diego County. So yeah, these costs are all based on current vendor rates from sources like Staples and FedEx and Print Vista, and other places like that. So my evaluation methods, to measure them, I'll use both process and outcome evaluations. So the process measures include the number of workshop attended, uh, flyers distributed, and QR codes that were scanned. Our outcome measures will come from pre and post service, measuring knowledge and mental health around stigma reductions. So a few questions that we could ask, in the service, how comfortable are you discussing mental health? Um, and do you know where to find bilingual support? We'll also do a follow-up survey 3 months later after the events to assess whether or not participants sought care or if they shared what they learned. So I guess these data points will help us evaluate both awareness and long-term behavior. Yeah, this is just a few examples of educational materials. Um, the first flyer promotes community workshops and bilingual resources. The second one is social media. Where to find other resources, and finally is this is a place where I work. It's called Soluna, and they offer mental health services as well for 13 to 25-year-olds. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much.